So this is my last President's message for the year 2025. I think we can be very pleased that ANZCA is seen as one of the leading colleges amongst the 15 odd specialist medical colleges on both sides of the Tasman, that we have good governance, reliable governance, and that we're in a sound financial position. Recently, at the meeting of the major education committee of the college, the Education Executive Management Committee, there was a presentation on initial results of the first phase of the most recent trainee survey. And I think the important message is that overall trainees are very happy with their training. Of interest, the happiest group are the most senior ones, which I think means that our very senior trainees reflect on their time with ANZCA as trainees and see it largely in a positive light. Of particular interest, I think, for all of us, is that the trainees most value one-on-one clinical training, which means that we as fellows of the college can really celebrate that we make a major contribution in those day-to-day interactions with trainees in theatre or in clinic or on the wards in the quality of their training. The other thing that's positive for the college is that one of the things that trainees value the most are the resources provided by the college library, which we're very proud of. And so this is actually the first phase of at least one more phase of trainee surveys. The second phase will be next year, and very much encourage trainees to take part in the survey and give their thoughts and opinions about training with ANZCA. Very recently, I was at the annual scientific meeting of the New Zealand National Committee that was held in Hamilton on the North Island of Aotearoa. Prior to that meeting was a meeting of the New Zealand National Committee. It was good to meet with them, as well as representatives of the New Zealand Society of Anaesthetists. There was a number of highlights for me, including the ongoing development of preoperative medicine, of which I'm particularly keen, but also new ideas. And for me, a new idea was in fact around the concept of the physiologically difficult airway. That is one, so patient septic shock, where the risk is rather than the physical airway, but the physiology of the patient, and avoiding major complications of intubation. And I found that a new and very interesting concept, which is what I like to get out of conferences. Another component of this meeting was that a very important person in our world, Professor Bruce Picard, who is from South Africa, but now is the new Nuffield Professor of Anaesthesia at Oxford University. And Bruce is very much a friend of ANZCA, but importantly, he led a study called the African Surgical Outcome Study, showing that lower and middle income countries in Africa have worse outcomes than we see in high income countries like Australia and Aotearoa and New Zealand. And discussions with Bruce have led to looking and considering doing similar sorts of studies of 1 week, every patient included studies in the Pacific, but also within Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand. So I wish all members of ANZCA, fellows, SIMGs, trainees and staff, a safe summer, and we look forward to launching into 2026, including our 2026 ASM in Auckland, which is the major event for ANZCA each year, and the many positive things on the horizon.